Good evening, everybody. I'm going to try and recap what we know so far about the 6-week event that Soulbound Studios is coming out with in the very near future. So we know that there are going to be two teams. One's the Plagued and the other is the Pure. I tried watching some of the info Caspian streamed on Twitch a couple of nights ago, but it wasn't available. So I've talked to a few folks that did see it, and here is the gist of what I understand. It's going to be web based, and I think you'll agree that the graphics so far are looking awesome. Let's take a closer look at this image Caspian posted as part of the interface. The Plagued, those who don't have a pledge package yet, will generate plague signs every 4 hours. The Pure, those who do have a pledge package, will generate purity seals every 4 hours with a chance of also generating plague signs. Now, here for me is where it starts to get interesting. We get to choose whether we want to help cure the plague or whether we want to help spread the plague. The progress being made by those trying to cure it and those trying to spread it will be monitored via two bars that are raised independently of each other based upon the actions of each team within the player base that's participating in the event. As these two bars fill up, they will trigger sub-events that are currently unknown to us, and the outcome of these sub-events will be determined upon how each group responds to them. Will those trying to spread the plague win out, or will the plague be cured? Presumably, if you're part of the Pure, you do not necessarily need to utilize your purity seals and can gather more plague signs and help spread the disease. And if you're plagued, if you receive enough purity seals, at some point you'll have enough to be deemed cured and now one of the pure. To make things even more interesting, whether you are plagued or pure, you start off at tier 0. And based upon your actions, or perhaps even your inactions, you will potentially level up to tier 1, at which point you can choose a role. The one shown in this image is the Herbalist Tier 1, and you can see that they can add to the cure bar in 3 ways, with trading purity seals, in other words being active, giving the largest increase to the cure bar. If you get to Tier 2, there might be actions to lower the plague bar, we'll have to see. Caspian has stated that each of the two teams have 8 roles, and whereas I do not know what each of the roles are, the words herbalist, corpse taker, plague doctor, undertaker, cultist, plague bringer, and thief have all been mentioned. Caspian's also mentioned that some of the items we previously bought could passively affect purity, plague, cure, or outbreaks depending on the item. Could it be that if you bought a headstone, it will add to the plague bar if it signifies another plague victim? Conversely, if you bought a wagon, will it help fight the plague by removing diseased corpses? Regardless, I expect to see some really interesting promotional items for sale in the store during this event. Some might be general items and some might be specific to your role. Keep an eye on the COE forums, not only for the announcement of the event, but also for a section that will be dedicated to members exchanging info about the event. Likewise, when it's opened, join the Searing Plague channel on the official COE Discord, where you'll be able to post your link to be cured, exchange plague signs or purity seals, find other plagued or pure members or groups to strategize with, etc. In closing, regardless of whether you choose to play in the event by helping cure the plague or helping to spread it, I wish you much fun and hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. Cheers.